Hi, it's me. Sorry I haven't been around very much lately. These things happen in the summer. What have I been up to? Well, I'm training for Breaking the Cycle, which is a 275-mile bike ride from Gettysburg to Manhattan to benefit HIV and AIDS services at the Gay and Lesbian Community Center. And so for the past few months, I've been biking like some sort of two-wheel freak. So far I've put on about 1,500 miles, done a couple metric centuries, a century, actually a century and a quarter, and just kind of biking and more biking. And that doesn't leave a lot of time to blog. But I've been kind of feeling guilty, so I wanted to get back and express my opinions, because of course I have opinions. The last time we chatted, we were still in the heat of the Democratic race. It was looking like Obama. Clinton could pull it out. Still didn't happen. Went with Obama. And I'm one of those people that are still bitter about it. Why am I bitter about it? I think that the Democratic rules basically sucked. I think the Democrats are in trouble. I think that even though Bush is highly unpopular, that McCain has an advantage with the economy. I think that the Obama maniacs were very much anti-war, and I don't think the war is going to play into this election as much as the economy is going to. I think I saw a New York Times poll recently that said that people were looking at this election as the economy or my issues. And yeah, sure, there are a lot of people that worry about their issues, but the economy is the number one thing on people's mind. And I'm not sure that Obama has the credentials there that somebody like a McCain can have. I will be voting for Obama. I'm not going to give him any money. I'm not really raising too many fingers to help him. I had an interesting call from the campaign. Because a good friend of mine is head of the LGBT outreach, and he wanted my opinions, and so I gave them to him. And I found it kind of amusing that somebody who maxed out to Hillary Clinton, which you can find on Fundrace, you can see how much money I've given, they should know how much money I've given, they didn't ask me for a penny. And if you want me to give money, you need to ask me to give money. And it's kind of amusing that, my friend Dave Noble could have said, Scott, we've known each other a while, and I know you were a Clinton supporter, but this is a very important election to us, and as a personal favor to me, I would really appreciate it if you would consider giving X amount of money. And for Dave, I probably would have done it. But they didn't bother asking, and when you have a campaign that isn't doing that, even though they know that I'm in the other camp and all this other stuff, and that I still am not real happy, it seems strange you don't ask. So the news today is that Joe Biden was chosen as Obama's vice president. Interesting choice. I think that Delaware is a swing state where Biden is going to bring a lot of credentials to, that they're going to get those 3 electoral votes, 4. Good choice. The person that most Democrats believe would bring most to the ticket was Clinton, but for whatever reasons, she wasn't selected. I'm suspicious that Michelle Obama, who had some very harsh things to say about Senator Clinton during the primaries, may have had something to do with that. I'm also kind of wary of these news reports that Obama's not happy that Clinton isn't a strong enough supporter of him to do it. We've had presidents that needed somebody to basically kiss their asses, and they're not the best presidents. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Really hot here in the city this summer. As I said, I've been doing a lot of biking. I bike in the mornings. The trails are a little bit less crowded. You still have to deal with the people that believe that dogs should roam free in a large city and come bouncing out of trails. Joggers aren't really that much of a problem. Rollerbladers drive me nuts. So I think that's probably about it now. I've got some footage of Google and the Gay Pride Parade from June that I never posted, so I'll tack that on the end. And also a few pictures of me in bike gear. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.